Hey, it's Corey, and welcome to an at-home routine that you can do at any time to help you get into your hips a little bit, relax. I'm going to be showing you a few props that you can easily have at home, because I think a lot of times we think we can't do yoga at home because we don't have the props, we don't have the things that studios have, but I'll be showing you a few ways to adapt postures. So let's get started. Just come into a comfortable seated position. If you feel like you're really leaning back like this, you can always bring a towel, just any kind of towel, and prop it underneath your bum. This tilts your pelvis forward, and then you easily sit up straight. Bring your left hand to your left knee, right hand to your right knee. And if it feels comfortable for you, just close your eyes. And just start noticing your inhales and your exhales. And then take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Next inhale, you extend your spine, look up. Exhale, round through your spine, look all the way down. This is called seated cat-cow. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round down. And one more time. Exhale, round down. It's always a good idea to start with some spinal mobility just to loosen things up a little bit. Opens up your chest as well. On your next inhale, right hand comes down, left hand up. And then the other side. Again, left hand down, right hand up. The third thing you do, left hand to your left knee, right hand behind. Just a gentle twist. Opposite side. One more time. And then moving into a little bit for the hips. Left leg is parallel to the front, right leg twist out to the side. And you just gently rock onto your feet and your bum. And then you twist to the other side. Move back and forth a few times. And you're landing back on the left side. And then you're going to lean over your left knee and come around. This opens up into the glutes and into the bum a little bit. You come back around. This posture is called deer, with a leg in front, the other leg pinwheeled out to the side. And then you're going to finally settle in the middle. Now, maybe you have a bolster which looks like this. You can use that. Or any kind of pillows that you have lying around. Just whatever feels good. Or maybe you have a block. I have one of my cats eaten here. So that you can prop yourself up when you come forward. Because maybe this is all you can do, and that's okay. Or maybe you can come down a little farther. Or maybe you can come down all the way. Sometimes it feels good just to rest your forehead on something. And we'll hold this posture for about 3 minutes, just enough time so that your body can kind of rest into it. So you just keep taking your inhales and your exhales, deepening them each time. And then we're going to switch sides. So right leg comes forward, left leg pinwheels to the side. And same thing. You walk onto your feet, tilt down to the other side, back and forth a few times. Using your breath, especially if it feels like there's a bit of a sticky spot or some tension, which when we're moving into hips, there often is. Landing on this right side, same thing. Inhale up, exhale, and fold forward. In these type of postures, they're called yin. So we're moving into fascia, tension, ligaments. Holding them for 3 to 5 minutes allows the body to release and relax into it. So sometimes maybe you come into this and you feel stuck here. Using your breath, then you exhale, and you can usually let go a little bit farther, and then maybe you get stuck here. Inhale, and you can exhale a little bit farther. Again, holding this for 3 minutes and coming back out. We're going to move into something called pigeon. When people think of hips, they often think of this posture. So right leg comes forward, left leg stretches straight behind you, toes are untucked. We often move away from tension and pain. So you shouldn't feel pain, but tension, yes, in these postures. And so people will often tuck their toes as a way of moving tension into their feet and out of the hips. So make sure your toes are untucked. And you come up to the middle first, squaring the hips. Now, if you feel like you're falling off to one side, if you have a block or anything, maybe even your towel, you can always prop your hip up so that it's nice and square. And then inhale, and sigh it out and come forward. And same thing, you can use props to prop up on, or you can come all the way down, whatever is comfortable. This one, hold for about 3 minutes as well. And when you come back up, just take a minute, let it settle here. And you sit back onto your right hip. Left leg comes forward. The right foot tucks back into your left leg. Now, using props at home. In the studio, you often have a yoga strap. So if you have a yoga strap, you feel free to use that. But I'm just showing you, I have a hanky here or a belt. You can use either. Moving into your hamstring a little bit, you can wrap this around your foot and just gently pull forward. So feeling it, maybe tuck a little bit in the hamstring. The left foot is flexed, and just using your breath, same thing. Inhale, exhale, fold. Maybe you don't need that, and maybe you can just come forward. Just allowing your breath to pull you in deeper. And then release both legs forward and just let go of that. Maybe gentle ankle rolls, pointing and flexing the toes. And then we'll move into the other side. So left leg comes forward, right leg goes back. Same thing, you take a peek at your leg, make sure it's nice and straight, toes are untucked. Square your hips. Maybe you need your block, maybe you're okay, and then you can come forward. Pigeon serves a couple functions because it moves into the hips, into the glutes, but by also compressing the leg, when you release it, it's coming out, it allows fresh blood to run into your leg. Same thing on this side. Use the wrap around the sole of your foot and inhale up. Exhale, fold. And just using the strap, whatever you have, to pull you in deeper. Feeling the tension in your hamstring, maybe on the sides of your legs. In this one here, hold for maybe 5 breaths or so, just working deeper into it. And then exhale, you're going to release. A couple ankle rolls again, pointing and flexing your toes. And then we're going to do something called half heroes. So I really like to do half heroes with my bolster, but if you don't have a bolster, a long pillow like this, any pillow will work. Just something you can stick underneath your back. So lengthwise down your mat. I'll start with the left leg. So the leg bends the opposite direction, so your heel is more by your bum. Right leg stretches out in front. Your bolster or your pillow moves to the flat part, the sacrum of your back. And then you just gently lay down over top. In this posture, you're releasing your hip flexor, something we kind of often forget about, and it's part of our hip chain. So you need to release this front side of the body, moving into the quad as well. Arms just go wherever is comfortable. In 3 to 5 minutes here. Just letting go. This is also opening up the front side of your body a little bit, allowing your shoulders to roll over your pillow, your bolster, or maybe your block. And then when you're ready, coming up and switching sides. The nice thing about doing half heroes versus doing full heroes, which is both legs, is that you can focus on one side at a time so the body doesn't compensate. And now we're going to move into butterfly. So butterfly is feet together, knees wide. And traditionally we do this one seated, but because you already have props set up here, so your bolster or pillow, I'll show you with this one. You're just going to lay back over your prop. Feet together, knees wide. If you have another prop, stick it underneath your legs, especially if the knees are up pretty high. So if your knees are up here, it often will feel good to have something supporting underneath so that the legs can just feel like they can let go. And same thing. Sometimes it feels good to have arms out by your side. Sometimes it feels good to have left hand on your heart, right hand on your belly. Maybe even cactus arms if that feels good. This posture is really good to be holding for longer, so 5 to 10 minutes. Because your back is supported, your body can really let go and really feel into it. You can close your eyes if that's comfortable. Let your hips go, let your chest go. And then coming out, you remove your props. We're going to move into some twists. So feet are hip distance apart, and you just gently rock your knees side to side a couple of times. Helps to release any tension maybe from that last posture. And when you fall into your left side again, you can stay there. And same thing. Whatever prop you have, maybe it'll feel good to have in between your knees. Sometimes it feels better to have it underneath. Or maybe you twist to the side and you don't need anything. The key here in a twist is to make sure your shoulders are grounded. Always both shoulders flat on the floor, so then whatever you need to do to help support your hips in that. And in this one, we're doing the yin version, so it's okay if you feel a bit of tension, but you want to be able to stay here for a few minutes. And then when you're ready, knees come back up to center, rock your knees side to side again. And then you land on the right hand side, and same thing, propping yourself up as you need. Twists are really good for detoxifying the body, so especially in the winter it really helps to have a twist or two in a practice to just kind of let everything go. Same thing, staying here 3 to 5 minutes. And when you're ready, you come out. Do a little bit more mobility before we settle in. So take your strap of choice. Take this guy. You're going to wrap it around the sole of your right foot. Left leg can either be planted or straight out in front of you. This moves into your hamstring. Right foot is flexed. Then you can just pull it more towards your nose, side to side. You can bend, straighten your leg. And you're just using the strap that you have as an extension of your hands. And then you can bring both straps into your right hand and you drop your foot open to the side. And this moves into your groin. So wherever kind of you guys hit a sticky spot is where you stay for a moment. And you come back to center and you stick both straps into the other hand and move your leg across your body, and this moves into your IT band, which is also another sticky spot in a lot of people. So feeling the tension on the outside of your leg and coming back to center. Release your strap. Hands come around the base of the knee, not on the knee, just underneath. Bring your knee into your chest and you just gently rock it side to side, maybe taking a circle one direction, a circle another way. Helps to release the hip and also moving into that hip flexor again. And then hand comes underneath the knee by the hamstring. Heel up towards the ceiling, flex your toes, and knee moves more towards your armpit. This is half happy baby. This moves more into the glutes and lower hamstring. And release. And we'll move to the other side. Taking your strap around the sole of your foot, up towards the ceiling. Right leg can either be bent or straight. And then you bend your knee, straighten it, move side to side. And both straps move into your left hand for your groin stretch. And again, wherever you land, doesn't really matter as long as you're feeling on the inside of your leg. And then straps go into your right hand, across your body. You start to feel the tension on the outside of your thigh for your IT band. Back to center and release. Hands come around the base of your knee, the shin here. Pulling your knee into your chest for wind removing pose. And then side to side. This also might feel good for the lower back, helping to release it. And then hands move to your hamstring. Foot is flexed, heel up towards the ceiling, knee moves more towards the armpit for half happy baby. And then you release, moving into your final Shavasana. Maybe it feels good to be flat on your back. If you're on a hard floor, it might not. Maybe you want to be more padded, you can always place a pillow underneath your knees. Legs out in front of you, arms by your side. And don't be tempted to skip Shavasana. Shavasana is the most important part of any practice. It's where you integrate everything you just did. So moving into Shavasana, and even if you just take 5 breaths, 5 of the deepest breaths you've had, just absorbing the benefits of that practice, of that time you took before you move on. Thanks for joining me for a home practice. Namaste.